Hello and a wonderful good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to whoever is watching us at whatever time. It's breakfast time for me, and I'm making pancakes. What I've got here is easy pancakes. Pancakes in a box. It says just add water, but I'm going to be adding a bunch of other stuff. Got a little bit of vanilla, got an egg, got some milk, got some syrup, a little bit of salt. It's going to be a party. First things first. Cheat a little bit and get a box of batter that just needs water. A little bit of water, not too much because you can always add more later. And as you can see, I've already made it too thin. Some more batter. Swing, batter, batter. Picking it up, toss an egg in. I like to make pancakes as close to cakes and less like pans as possible. Egg in there, just a hint of vanilla. Like don't overdo it. Vanilla is a strong flavor. Whew, just a drop. A little bit of sweetener, just a shot of syrup, a little bit of salt, just because it's good. It's good in everything. You need it. Heating up my pan here. Gonna add some butter to it. Not quite hot enough yet, as always. As per usual. That's okay. I forgot to just add a little splash of milk in there too for fun. Nice and creamy. I like pancakes pretty thin, so the thicker you like them, just really the more pancake batter you can add. For starters, I like to start out with a little bit smaller, slightly less amount of batter than I would use for a regular pancake, just to have a little tester. In the meantime, let's add to the cakeness of it all, and let's chop up some strawberries. So the way I'm going to be chopping these up is nice and thin, but wide. Like nice, thin, wide cuts. Nice and flat. I'm going to be sticking some bits in my mouth too. So you can resist a strawberry. Tops are chopped. Time for this pancake to get flat. And right back to it. You can use really any kind of fruit for this. I've used pears and had a good time. Apples are a good time. Even oranges. Just go crazy. Whatever you got. I'm sure bananas are great. I used to love bananas and syrup. That's just like I used to be a meal I used to think was healthy when I was a baby, when I was a small child. And tester pancake is looking pretty good, I'd say. Let's add a little bit more butter to that pan and make a bigger one. Strange how much easier using the butter knife is. What we're going to do with these strawberries is we're going to lay them out underneath and on top of this first pancake. Just kind of pile them about the size of the pancake. Plop them on top and load them up. It's like the most delicious puzzle you'll ever do. And now it's just the waiting game. When you see the bubbles all start to pop on the top here in the middle, probably cooked on the other side. Or at least starting to get nice. Ooh, let's have a look. Pancake's overboard, but it's okay, we'll have more. And for the other side of the pancake, it's going to take a little less time than the first side. I'm going back to the first side just to crisp it up just that little bit. Almost happy with this one too. Right on top of those strawberries. Once again, butter. That's a lot of butter. Nice. Add your cake, your pan. The most pan of all these cakes that I'm making today will be this one, right here. Look how pan that cake is. Wow. Wow. Oh boy. Another layer of straws. Yeah, it smells like a cake. That's perfect. Ooh-wee. Cake for breakfast.
Reverse tower of cake deliciousness. It's growing taller by the second. By the minute. One final instance of a little bit too much butter and finish that batter. This is the one thing that's super important to get clean when you're making pancakes, is the container you mixed the batter in. And preferably, you clean it in an empty sink so nothing else gets coated in the batter. Final layer of straws. Load the last of those guys up. I guess if you're a real lunatic for cakes, you could add icing sugar and like whipped cream and all that kind of crazy stuff. But I find this unhealthy enough for breakfast in the first place. I'm going to coat it in some liquid sugar anyways, so I'm all covered. I'm all set. One technique I like to use when I'm cooking normally, without a video camera in my face, is put on some music and have the songs kind of have about the same amount of time. And so you kind of get a good rhythm of when you need to flip them, sort of like in between a song or something, or one pancake per song. And it's just nice to be able to bop around to something while you're just milling about in the kitchen anyways. Put on some music. Make it loud. Have a nice morning. Get funky with it. May I suggest the Talking Heads? That's what's bumping in my brain right now. That's what's keeping me concentrated, sort of. And also not, you know? Get a music that'll put you in that state. Like sliding that last pancake around, just getting all the butter, all that grease soaked up in it. So close. Kill the heat. Beautiful. Hot spot. So don't put your hot pan back into your sink like a fool. You know better than that. Pancakes! Ooh. We'll do a hot drizzle shot. You ready for it? No, you're not ready for it. You're ready over here. Oh. Today's the day.
Enjoy some pancakes.